the business, I was going to school to become a nurse. Nurses make about 80 to 100K a year. And it's crazy because before I got started, before I even went to college, I was pursuing my dream to become a baseball player. I got hurt, couldn't play. Went to nursing school. One of my boys made 40,000 an hour, and that made me start trading because nurses make 80 to 100K in a year. He made 40K in an hour, and he wasn't that smart. Right, and when I realized he wasn't smart, he wasn't like one of the smartest cookies, and I'm like, yo, I can study. Like, we have the ability to learn. We're not retarded. Everybody in this call, you have something that no other creature in the world has, which is an imagination. You guys are able to think and imagine things. Right. So it's crazy. And I'm like, yo, if he can do it, I can do it. Why not? All right. And I want you guys to realize this, right? I want you guys to listen because I learned this from David and Monique here, right? I want you guys to listen carefully, right? And don't lose me. Take notes, right? So each and every one on this call, right? There are three parts, one of you, right? But operating in three different ways. There's three parts of you. Right? There's three parts, one of you, but operating in three different ways. Right? You have your body, which is your mind. You have your soul and your spirit. Right? And you have to understand that your spirit, right? Your spirit man was what was created first. Right? So who am I? Right? I am spirit. Right? So I am a spirit, right? You live in a body and you possess a soul. All right. I'm gonna explain to you. I want you guys to understand this like when I understand it. Like when I understood this information, I'm like, damn, I can do anything. All right. So I am a spirit that you live in a body and you possess a soul. All three sides has to be working in unison for you to feel whole, right? If your body looks great and feels great, but your spirit man is off, you're not whole, right? If your spirit man is well, but uh your body is not where you want it to be, then you're not whole. Like if your soul, your mind, then you're not whole. Your body, you can have a great body, you can be fit. Like I know people who work out, they're fit, but they're not whole. Their spirit and their soul is not aligned with each other. Right? I know people who are lined up here, right, aligning their spirit, but not aligning their body. It's not working in unison, right? And what, like, put it like this, right? Pay attention, right? So the word is spirit. So the spirit man is your word. And if I wanted to know where your spirit man was, all I had to do was listen to you. Right. So whatever you say, all I had to do was listen to you. Right. Your spirit man shows up in how you speak. Right. What it is that you say. Right. So because what you say to me in that very moment is what you say to yourself when you're not with me. That's how you're speaking to yourself. Right. You're speaking with doubt. Right. And you only see yourself right now based on what you see in the mirror. Right. So your body has limitations, but your spirit man has no limitation. Right. So it has what, guys? Your spirit man has what? No limitations. Right. So I want you guys to know you guys have no limitation at all. Right. It doesn't matter what. I got Ness right here with me.
What's up,
Ness
family?
Vasquez, HFX,
Hey, what's going
educated.
on?
We're outside. He's up early. He's up working. He's on the Chairman 500 run. Right. So understand that. Sorry. Understand that your body has no limitation, right? I don't want this to fall. Right. Your body has no limitations, right? I want you to make sense of this, right? So in the Bible, might get a little bit more spiritual. In the Bible, it says right? In the beginning, in your beginning was the word, and then he said, and the word was with God, right? And he said the word was God. That was a clear definition on who God is, right? In the beginning was the word, was with God, right? And the word was God, right? He said the spirit, the was, is the spirit, right? So follow me on this. Follow me. What we're gonna do is remove any limiting belief of yourself, right? These limitations, right? We're gonna remove them, right? So the word is spirit, God is spirit, right? In the beginning, God said this, right? In the beginning, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. And then He said, "Fish, cattle, and all this other stuff," right? And then He created us last, right? We are the last thing that He created, right? We are the last thing He created. After He created all the animals, all the trees, everything, then He's like, okay, let me create you guys, right? Some of you guys have a problem with being last, right? Some of you guys have a problem with being last, right? The word says, the last shall be first, and the first shall be last. Right? Everything that you were going to dominate, He created before He created you. Everything. So then He created, he gave you control of all those things He already created. So the success and the desire that you are looking for, all the success that you're looking for, was already created before He created you. Right? This has to make sense. So what's amazing is that He gave you control over it, right? But He didn't give the physical man control over it. He didn't give the soul man control over it, right? He gave the spirit man control, right? And the word is spirit, right? Your word is spirit. So the control that you have, right? Listen to this. The control that you have is in your mouth. The control that you have is in your mouth. But you guys has decided to relinquish, right? Because of life situations and circumstances that you have relinquished the dominion that was freely given to you, the control that was freely given to you, right? Because what you say is what you bring about, right? Life and death is in your tongue, is what I'm trying to get to, right? I want you guys to understand it as to why, right? What's amazing is creation is spirit, right? He made us physical. He created, right? He created and then said it was made. He created and then said it was made, right? He created it first, it was made, and then He saw it. Right? So that tells me that creation is what spirit, that tells me that creation is what? Word. Right? So when you want to create, you use your words. Right? So the life that I want to create, right? The life that I want to create, right? The life that I desire is going to start with the beginning, and in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. Right? We can't get to where it is that you want, right, to go if you don't know who you are. So you got to ask yourself, who are you? Right? What are you saying to yourself every single day when you're doing this business? Right? It doesn't matter where you guys are right now. You can never get emotionally involved in the present results that you guys are right now. You are where you guys are in your life, and you're going through the things you're going through because of what you said with your mouth. Right? What are you attracting into your life with what you're saying? Right? What affirmations? Right? Because the same way that, like, question, would you guys Will you guys, if I have a lighter right here, will you guys touch fire? No, right? Because it's burning you. The fire's gonna burn you, right? It hurts, right? How come you guys don't know that the words you guys are saying is burning you? Whatever you're saying is burning your life. It's burning. It's not giving life. It's giving death, right? That's AWOL Chairman 10, right? The words you're saying is burning your life instead of giving you life. What are you saying every day? Are you giving life to yourself or are you giving death? Right? You got to ask yourself that. Right? Because when running this business, it's not your fault that other people don't understand. You see the light. You can't get frustrated with somebody else that don't see the vision, that don't see the light. You can't get mad. You got to accept it for what it is. You can't do anything but accept the fact that you took the blue pill and they took the red pill. Real simple, right? And it's not your fault that they don't believe in this, right? And you can't force them, but there's too many other people that will believe in this. Strangers, right? Strangers will believe in you more than your own friends and family. Gio believed in me, believed in this, and I was a stranger. He saw the vision. Nobody else around him saw it. He's like, "Yo, I'm making good money at Sprint, but I can never turn my yearly into a monthly income, ever, ever. He can work there 100 years. He would never turn 100 years. He would never turn his yearly income to a monthly income at that specific industry. It's not possible. It's not built for you to make that type of income. It's not. It's not geared. It's not geared, right? And you guys got to understand. You guys don't want to cap yourself, right? Only your physical body has limitation, but your spirit man has no limitation. Right? You guys are all God's highest form of creation. Right? Hold on. Let me. Sorry, the vacuum automatically turns on. They have like two Roombats here downstairs, and they just turn on and they just start. It's really loud. So what are you guys saying to yourself, right? Every single day, no matter what happens in your business. How many people you guys are prospecting? How many books are you guys reading? Are you guys growing yourself? Are you guys becoming 1% better every single day? What are you guys learning? All right, because if you guys aren't growing, you guys are dying. So every day that you guys aren't going like this and learning something new, 1%, you guys are going like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. Until you guys reach, because you come into this business learning, 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 learning. And the moment you think you know it and you stop learning, boom, 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 you're gonna end up where you started at. Right. And that's how people, this is the reason why people build a team and the team just leaves. Because you guys stopped learning. You guys decided that you guys know it all, that you guys don't gotta hop on the calls, that you guys don't gotta do anything, that you guys think you guys know it all. No, I don't know it all. So how the heck you know it all, but I'm making the money and I don't know it all. I'm making 300, it's recorded. I'm making X amount of money a month, and you think you know it all, but I don't know it all. What? It don't make any sense. If I don't know it all, how can you know it all? Right? That's why you got to remain a student, remain coachable, remain learning, stay learning, right? Because everybody here, $300. Yeah, $300. I'm making $300 a month. How can you guys say anything, right? But it bothers me. I'm like, yo, I hop on calls. I do all this. I hop on sessions. Who are you? I never understood this. Even people with more money than me, they still hop on. They still hop on. Right? They still learn. They're still searching for information. right? Because they're looking for something that's going to change the way they view things. Because once you change your perspective on things, the perspective changes. Everything changes. Right? Like understand that society, it doesn't require you to build a financial wall that nothing can get through. That's up to you. Society just requires you to go get a job, pay your taxes, go home, work, go home, go back, go to sleep, go back to work, and do the same thing over and over again. All right, like understand life is not just a passing of time. It's a collection of experiences and their frequencies and intensity. So when you guys get around these events, right? We have a huge event, March 19th, March 20th in Dallas. That's the regional. Right? That's what we're doing for you guys. Right? We're throwing a regional for you guys, March 19th to 20th. Everybody, it's gonna be 5,000 attendance. Right? So when ticket goes on sale, make sure you guys get your ticket because ticket will sell out. And no, we cannot open up the room. It's COVID. We're not even supposed to be having this event, but we get a venue to whereas even if they don't want us to do it, we can still do it. All right. So March 19th, March 20th. Make sure you guys block out those dates, right? Because you want to make sure you get to Dallas around, March 19th, March 20th. You get to Dallas March 18th. Right, you get to Dallas March 18th. You spend 19, 20. If you fly out 20th night or 21st in the morning, right? Start planning, right? What people fail to do in this business, and it irks me. It's like, how you don't know what you're doing 6 months from now? What? You're supposed to have, yeah. If it's weird to you to know what you're doing 6 months from now, there's something wrong. That's not how you're supposed to live. That's not. All right, somebody wrote it. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. If you don't know what you're doing 6 months from now, right? If you don't have those little boxes and the dates filled out, and you don't fill up your calendar, then the calendar is going to fill you up with nothing. You're going to have nothing because if you have nothing in those dates, you're going to become nothing because you're not doing anything. All right, so fill out your calendar, right? And we can't control time, but we can control activity. Write your daily activity, write in a little box, whether you write a box, all right, and then next to it, you write what you got to do, read, work out, right? Look how simple it is. Read, work out, go live call, Zoom calls with the team, and then check each one, see if you did it, and see how many days you're going to do it for. Right, because I don't want to just teach you guys how to make money. I want to teach you guys how to live life. I want you guys to be whole. I want you guys to not just have the money. I want you guys to be fit, to be in shape, so you guys can go enjoy the money and not be uncomfortable anywhere when you have the money. Right? Because it will suck to be unhealthy and have a lot of money. Right? Because then you're gonna be in the hospital. I don't want you guys to have all this money and then be unhealthy. I want you guys to be as healthy as you guys can, as active as you guys can, because it's not just about one part. Cool. You suck at working out, that shit hurts. You're weak at that. You work on that. That's something you need to work on a daily basis. You wake up early for it. Right? Just like working out, right? Working out, you can learn so much about this business because you're gonna go through growing pains. You're not gonna see immediate results working out. You're gonna be working out for weeks, and you're gonna be working out for weeks, and you're not gonna see any real results. Right, until days 40, 50, 60, until consistency plays effect. Right? And understand we're humans. We're meant to make mistakes, not fake perfection. So when you guys are posting up online, right, people want to see your mistakes, the mistakes you guys made, to know that you're not perfect. We're not here to fake perfection. Right? So when you guys don't document your journey, when you guys don't post up every day, you guys already knew you guys were going to quit later on, which is why you guys are not documenting your journey. Because if you guys knew you guys are going to make it, you're going to be posting up like you guys are going to make it. Some people don't post up because they're afraid their friend is going to see it. Some people don't even start because they don't want to start at the bottom. They want to start with you and where you're at or higher. Ego. Right? And I know that everybody starts at the same place. I started where you guys are at, and I worked my way up. Right? Network marketing, right? You can start at the bottom, right? This is why I love network marketing. You can start at the bottom, no experience, nothing. You could be a Joe Schlo, right? And you can start at the bottom and work your way all the way up to the top. All right. And I knew, listen, I knew I was gonna make it to the top in this industry, right? Only when this, right? When this makes sense. Right? That this was a complex interdependence industry. Complex interdependence. Right? Complex interdependence means, right? Your mentor will never tell you anything that's not true. That won't help you. Your mentor will not lie to you about doing something. Your mentor will never guide you wrong and tell you to do something that's not going to help you. Why? Because they're like shooting themselves in their own foot if they tell you to do something that's not working. And even if they tell you to do something that's not working at the moment, is you're not supposed to have instant results. Is you guys watched this movie before, right? Wax on, Karate Kid, wax off, right? He's like, yo, I've been doing this for days. Yo, I've been doing this for months. When am I gonna get some classes? And you guys don't know, you guys already been getting the classes. You guys, when am I gonna stop presenting? Yo, is that you gotta sharpen that up. When am I gonna start reading? Right? You gotta keep doing it. Repetition. Right? Because there's only two ways to break through a paradigm: repetition of information, right? And emotional impact. Those are the only two ways. Right? Repetition of information and emotional impact. For example, I bet you guys know exactly where you guys were on September 11th, 2001. Exactly what you was doing when the Twin Towers crashed. Right? I was in third grade. My mom picked me up from school and she was like, hey, there's a bomb in school. Let's go. Like, that was the paradigm. Right? And that's the only two ways to break through a paradigm. The only two ways. Repetition of information and emotional impact. Emotional impact, heartbreak, right? Example, I love to give. Alex Moore broke up with his ex-girlfriend right before signing with this company. And it's like, yo, I'm going all in. All in. Say, yo, it's over. I'm out. Emotional impact. Even if it hurt him, he forced himself to give himself that emotional impact, the heart, to shift. Because that's a shift. All right, that's a shift. To be with a girl every day and say, you know what, it's done, we're done. I'm chasing my dreams. And now he found somebody else happily married with millions. All right, with a lot of millions. All right, but it's temporary sacrifice for permanent gain. All right, write that down. You guys are gonna need that. Temporary sacrifice for permanent gain. So when we tell you guys stop smoking, stop drinking, stop going out, I'm not telling you just to do it forever. I'm telling you to do it until you get the rank that you want to get, until you get the life that you want to live. You sacrifice that. Right? It's not forever. It's only temporary. Right? The biggest growth I've had in this business was when I sacrificed, right, girls, which was sex, right? Alcohol, drugs, everything, weed, and I sacrificed going out. All right. And just focus on the grind. Right. Because I started reading, I started becoming more aware. Right. Then I'm reading the book Think and Grow Rich. And then I'm reading chapter 11, which is sexual and energy, sexual of energy. Oh my God, I can't think right now. Sexual energy of transmutation is chapter 11 of Think and Grow Rich. Right. And I had to know, and it made me more aware, like, yo, I can't keep sleeping with 100 different girls. I got to just retain and focus on myself. It's crazy to talk about, but once you read that book, you be like, oh, damn. Doesn't matter if you use a condom, you still get that bad energy, that bad vibe, and it's something people don't even teach. All right, you got to control yourself. You gotta just focus on yourself. All right, and if you guys really read the book, right, it talks about it's men and girls. It applies to both. It's called semen retention, right? When you learn that one thing, you have a different power. You unlock something different that you never had before, right? It may sound crazy, but it works. Read the book and read what it does to you, and actually do it to see what happens to your life, to see how different you wake up, right? Because that energy that you guys have is not for you to share with everybody. In realistically, right? That's why a lot of people don't get to where they want to get to, because all they want to talk about is girls they could have had, girls that they want. That's all they talk about. People about, we talk about the future. We talk about what properties are we gonna buy. Like, we talk about different moves. Like, yo, you want a jet? Like, we talk about way different moves, like way different things, right? So you guys got to get into a habit of doing things that will move you ahead. And these are things that I'm telling you guys that moved me ahead, right? These little things, you're like, oh, that's weird. They've never talked about sex on a call. I'm like, yo, because nobody really talk about it, but it's in Think and Grow Rich. It's you guys have to be aware. And if I'm the one to put you onto that game, then let me be the one to help you out. All right. Yeah, you guys got to start getting into a habit of something that's going to move you ahead, right? Like, the good life is expensive. There's another way to live, but that doesn't cost as much, but it isn't that good. You guys can live a whole different way, and understand that we can do so much with money, right? And so much good with money. Like, think about all the good you want to do with all the money. If you had 100 M's right now, 10 M's, right? All the good you'll do. Right, so you got to start building that image in your head that you will be a chairman, right? You got to start building that image today, right? Of all the sacrifices you guys went through in order to get to where you guys are at. Right? You guys got to build that image today that you guys already hit that rank, that you guys are already celebrating it, that you guys are doing the work every single day, right? That you guys are hopping on these calls, not casual. You guys are hopping on these calls like a sponge to absorb information. You want to hop on these calls to absorb, right? Because when you casually hop on a call, casually turns into casualty. It's going to start hurting you, because you can't get on these calls like, oh, another call. Huh. No, you get on these calls like, okay, what's to learn? What's new? Right? Which is why your leaders put new people on calls. That's why your leaders are always learning new information so that they can pour into themselves to pour into you. Right? Because understand, if you guys are worried about that, you guys are not gonna make it, then you won't make it. Right? But if you make up your mind, right, that you're gonna make it, in that case, the only way, like, not to quit, right, is to make up your mind that you will not quit. Make up your mind. You got to make up your mind that you will not quit. Like, you will run into some hard times, but if you believe it, then it will happen. Because tough times, it's gonna come. You guys want think about what you guys are going after. You guys want to make 10, 25, 50, 100K a month. You think it's gonna come easy? No, that's where nobody around you has it. And the people that are telling you, give you the information to acquire it, is new information that you guys don't understand. That is like, yo, that's weird. Yeah. You have to learn how to think like the 1%er, not like everybody else. I'm giving you guys information of the 1%ers. I'm teaching you guys how to move like the 1%er. And you guys don't have to move forever. It's temporarily sacrificed for a permanent gain. All right, but eventually, once you sacrifice all that, it'll become a habit, and then your awareness level will increase, and you'll be like, oh, it makes sense. It makes sense. All right, because like if you guys like continue looking back, like stop looking back, right? You guys got to look forward, right? Because if you continue looking back, then you're going to trip going forward. Right? If you continue looking back, then you're going to trip looking forward. What was done was done. What needs to be done still needs to be done. Right? Focus only on what needs to be done. Real simple. Real simple. What needs to be done? All right. Like the reason why I tell you guys to fill up your calendar, to think ahead, to look at the future, because leaders have vision. Right? Leaders have vision. So if you can't plan out that far ahead, that's as far as your vision is. Right? I almost got my whole year planned. Why don't you? I'm giving you events to plug into. March 1920, Dallas. Now you fill up the rest. The other event is I think September, October. I forgot when. I gotta look at my calendar, but it's on September, October. And my calendar is on my laptop, my main one. I don't got it with me, but my main one is on my laptop. I'm on tour. I'll be back home, and then I'll look at it. I forgot which one, but I'm pretty sure they announced I think September 7th or 8th. I don't remember clearly, but you have to have vision to fill up your calendar all the way through, right? Because you'll only see what you are prepared to see. You only see what you are prepared to see. If you fail, again, if you fail to prepare, you prepare to fail. That's where that comes along, right? Like understand, like in this industry, there's no supervisors to make sure you're doing your work, your job, to make sure you're doing what you got to get done. There's nobody gonna hover over your head. Like, yo, you read today, bro? You doing it? No. All right. One of the secrets to it is getting an accountability partner, but that's it. That's the most you can do is get an accountability partner. Like, yo, you read, my nigga? Oh, all right. You got to read. Yo, bro, you read? Yo, you worked out today? Yo, accountability. Accountability. That's the only thing you guys can give yourself, right? You guys have no supervisors. You guys have no immediate consequences. That's the thing, right? Just because sometimes you guys won't do something and you guys are like, ha ha, I got away with it. I didn't read today. I didn't work out today. I didn't get on the calls today. I fell asleep during the call today. And nobody knows. You think you got away with it. You're not getting away with it, right? It's no immediate consequences, right? Because you think you got away with it today, it's going to affect you later on in your business, and you'll see it. You'll see it. I promise you, right? If you haven't seen it now, you've probably seen it now. If you guys been in this business and you think you've been getting away with it back then, you're like, oh shit, that's why I haven't been growing, because this consequences is still going to show up. If you're not learning, if you're not becoming the best version that you possibly can every single day, it's going to eventually show up, right? Like I understand, like the hardest thing, think about me going from 250 to 500, even going from 100 to 250. The hardest thing to do is give 100% every single day and see no results. So imagine going 100% every single day and still trimming 100, still trimming 100, still trimming 100. Even though the volume's moving, and then 250, right? The volume's moving now to 250, but I'm going 100% every single day, but I'm still 250, 250, 250, 250. Does that make sense? You guys can go 100 and hit P150, P6, P1, P2, P5, chairman 10, chairman 25, easily chairman 50, chairman 100. But once you get to 100, 100 to 250, 250 to 500, 500 to 750, it takes the same animal, but a different beast within you to get it done, right? It's you got to go like all in 100% every single day, every day, every day, every day. You're not gonna see any results, right? You're not, right? Because it's all accumulating. It's all accumulating, 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 accumulating. All right, like understand, right? Like the easiest thing I've done, guys, I'm gonna be real with you. The easiest thing I've done was make $1 million. That's the easiest thing I've done. Right? The hardest was believing it was possible for someone like me to make it. Believing it's possible because I grew up in New York. I grew up on Dykeman, on Post. I grew up in the hood. Believing that someone like me around that environment, around that area, can actually make it. Right? I used to take trains to school. I used to hop trains. I got arrested for hopping trains. I ain't have money to take the train. But what do you want me to do? I got to get home. I had to hop the train. Right? There's no other way home. I ain't have $3 for a train. Right? That was the hardest thing to believe. I'm like, how can someone like me who used to hop trains make $1 million? And I want you guys to know that you guys are in the right place, right time with the right people. You guys are around the right environment to get everything that you guys desire. Everything. Like, yo, like, you know what's that I thought $1 million was so out of reach, and it was always so easy because of the environment around me. When I started off this business, right, I was living with my mom, and she was married to my stepdad now, and he's a sergeant, right? He's a cop, 20 years pension. He was knocking me, right? Because at that point, there wasn't even a chairman 100 in the company. There wasn't even a chairman 100 in the company. And I'm here telling him like, yeah, I'm gonna be making 100,000 a month. Watch, right? And he told me that, yo, get out of La La Land. You're never gonna make that money. Go get a job. Go work. I'm like, yo, I am working. You just don't see it. Go work. Go get a job. I'm like, what? Didn't believe. And what's crazy is that I went back home this Christmas, and I'm there sitting down. There's my aunt's husband there, and my aunt's husband asked him, like, hey, how does it feel that you didn't believe in him? And now he's at where he's at. Right? You said he wasn't gonna make it, and now he made it. Right? And I'm like, oh shit. I just kept drinking. And I wanted to listen. I wanted to hear his response, because the only way you can like understand is by listening more than you speak. So I can't speak. I just gotta listen to how he was, like what mind frame was he in? Because is the mindset, like, where's your mindset at? It's your mindset that count. Doesn't matter the car you're driving or the life you live. It's your mindset. Where is it that you're going? That's the only thing that matters. Your mindset, because your mindset is what travels, right? And he was like, "Yo, it's not that I didn't believe. It's just I didn't believe in the concept because I'm living." He's like, "Yo, I'm living the American dream. Pension, 20 years. We'll go to work every single day, Monday through Friday, get 2 days off, and work 10, 12 hours days, come back home, have a house, wife, kids. That's the American dream." I'm like, and it just didn't make sense to him. He didn't know. He's like, yo, I didn't know. I didn't know that type of money was possible to make. Right. And sometimes people are unaware of everything. Right. Of everything. They're unaware, and it's crazy. It's it just feels good to actually keep going with what I said I was gonna do and keep impacting. Yeah. Bossman Sky said they don't know what they don't know. And you can't let the people around you stop you, because it's not their fault they don't see it. Right. It's crazy. I was dancing to the music, right? Back then, and he was calling me crazy because I was dancing, because he couldn't hear the music. But all the people around me were dancing with me because we knew but he couldn't hear the music. And it's not his fault he couldn't hear the music. Right? So I want you guys to start to like imagine your life, right? Imagine your finances, imagine your romantic relationship, imagine your friendship, right? And imagine your health, right? As if it was a garden, right? Whether it's green, vibrant, and lush, or whether it's withered, decaying, and dead, right? All of it is a product of the person you continue to decide to be. All of it, right? And all of it, like, is upon you, right? And a lot of people are choosing every single day to be raw and apple, right? And are too blind to recognize it. Sometimes the toxic person that frustrates you, right, that you write about and that you complain about is actually your subconscious mind trying to desperately tell you to get you to look in the mirror. Right? In other words, sometimes that toxic person is you. Right? So the good news is nothing is permanent, right? And you don't have to be stuck with something or someone that you don't like. You guys aren't a tree. You guys can move. You guys can grow, right? If you don't like a particular aspect in your life or of your life, then stop whining and just change it. You don't like where you live, change it. You don't like the car you drive, change it. Or don't have a car. Uber until you get a Lamborghini like I did. I Ubered until I bought myself my Lambo. All right. Like change it, right? And by change it, right, I mean change you, right? So in 2021, start by leaving that toxic relationship that you guys have with yourself. I challenge you to flip the script, right? 2021, start by leaving that toxic relationship you have with your own thoughts. 2021, leave that toxic relationship that you have with your self-destructive habits, right? Start 2021, right, by leaving that toxic relationship you guys have with your health and fitness. If you do this, I guarantee you that a year from now, you're going to look at 2021 with zero regrets. With zero regrets. All right. And guys, it's simple. Like, you guys got to start now. Right. And I'm going to leave you guys with this. All right. If you want to win in life, you have to get started now. If you want to win in life, you have to get started now. Right now, backward is what right now, on your piece of paper. Right now, backward is one. So meaning, if you get started now, you already won. If you start studying now, you already won. But it has to start now. You got to start it now, not tomorrow, now, so that you can win tomorrow. Because if you don't start it now, how can you win tomorrow? Right? And this is one philosophy, right? You guys know I personally wrote Nano, right? And this is the first philosophy I taught him. I'm like, all right, like Nano, perfect. That's a story. It's freaking amazing. All right, because I like if I would have stopped, he would have never joined. If I would have left and quit, he would never join. He would have stopped with me. Right. So because I made it, because I got to where I'm at today, because I'm still going, because I was able to break through my chain, he believed he can break through his. Everybody here, success matters. Whether you guys make it or not, it matters. Whether you guys hit that pinnacle success, it matters. There's people watching you or waiting for you to hit it in order for them to believe that they can hit it too. They have to see you hit it, not me. You hit it. Right? You got to put all that on your back. Right? One philosophy that I taught Nano, it was the first one, right? And it didn't make sense to him. I'm like, Nano, You have to work. You have to learn how to work without pay so that you can get paid without work. It's like, yo, that makes no sense. Because people are trained. You're programmed to work and get paid. Work and get paid. You aren't programmed to work, get paid. You aren't programmed like that. But the people who are programmed like that, they work all this and get paid here. Eventually, they get paid this and they work here. You guys missed that. Right? The people that work all this and get paid here will eventually get paid all this and work here. Right? While people are just work, pay, work, pay, work, pay, work, pay, work, pay. They never get paid, pay, work. Right? It's a different philosophy. It may not make sense now, but I promise you, when you guys hit Chairman 100, Chairman 250, Chairman 500, it makes you be like, damn. It's true what Darwin said, but the only way you're gonna know it's true is by making it, by earning that type of money. You guys never made 25 grand in a week, but it's possible here. It's laid out right in front of you. 25K a month, 50K a month, because like you're not driving the car like of your dreams. It's not because you don't want to. It's because of your income. Everybody here wants a Lamborghini. I tell people this: you guys want an exotic car? Don't get any car. Take the bus, take the train until you can afford your dream car. All right? Don't decrease the size of your dreams to fit your income. Start increasing your income so that your dreams can fit inside. Start fitting inside the car that you want by increasing your income. How do you increase your income? You help more people, you impact more people, you put more people onto this product, onto this platform, and you're going to eventually have the income, right? Because you need this income, and then you can invest in trading, and then you boom, hit another rank, and then you use this income to get your car that you want, that you desire. Don't settle for anything. You guys are God's highest form of creation. All right, because understand this, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. All right, and I'm getting off. I got to get off. I gotta get on another call. All right, so I'm gonna leave you guys with this information. All right, I want you guys to write this down. All right, write this down. It's not who you are that's stopping you. It's who you think you're not. My IG is Darwin Lives. My IG is Darwin Lives, right? It's not who you are that's stopping you. It's who you think you're not. Remember that, and always remember that. It's not who you are that's stopping you. It's who you think you're not, right? It's not who you are that is stopping you. It's who you think you are not. Because you don't think you're that person that's making 100K a month, and you're not. It's not who you are. You can grow into that person. You guys are human. Just like a tree grows, you guys can grow. All right. I appreciate everybody for hopping on this call. Gio, thank you so much for having me on this call. Where's Gio?
Yeah, bro. Yo, thank you. Thank you. Much love always, bro. Respect. I appreciate you, everything you do for me, and not just for me, but everybody around us. Family, Darwin dropped some gems. Go follow him on Instagram at Darwin Lives. Let's get Darwin to Chairman 500, family, because he deserves it. He deserves it. Last quote he left us with, amazing. It's not who you are that's stopping you, it's who you think you are not. Each and everybody on this call is a chairman. Let's make it happen. Let's get to work. I appreciate and love everybody. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you, Darwin.
Yes, sir. Let's start getting those chairman activities. Let's get it, guys. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. Peace. Woo!